The matchups tonight for this basketball game. King and Murphy, Pippen and Corbin, Cartwright, Lohaus, Paxson, Lowe, Campbell and Jordan, Lohaus and Cartwright, and the Bulls control the tip. The Bulls working it right to left as we look at it, and Paxson in the front court outside left against Sidney Lowe. Stacey King high, dumps it into Cartwright. Cartwright down low, down to Paxson left corner, back into Cartwright. Fadeaway shot on the way, no good, but a foul on Murphy. Todd Murphy with his first foul, and Bill Cartwright shoots two. The Bulls last night over 50% from the field against Detroit, and on the season now just a shade under 50, and Minnesota a shade under 39% from the field. The Timberwolves opened in the Northwest against Portland and Seattle and lost games, one game by 10 and one game by 12, so Minnesota's been competitive in their first two times out.
Todd Murphy, Jim, is 6'10". He's playing Cartwright in the center, although offensively I think we'll see Brad Lohaus, a former Iowa and Boston Celtics player, will be playing in the pivot there. Bill knocks the first free throw in to give the Bulls a lead.
And the second one is also good. And the Bulls with full court pressure here. The Bulls shooting just under 75% from the foul line. Minnesota just under 80. Sidney Lowe starts it with Tony Campbell, wide to the right. Bill Musselman will keep his Timberwolves in a half-court offense. They'll wind that shot clock all the way down. Here's Jordan with a steal. But they get the re-steal to Corbin. His layup is missed. Tony Campbell, a pump fake, now a foul block, no foul call, cleared by Cartwright. Outlet pass to Jordan, he got tripped. Michael Jordan was tripped by Brad Lohaus. A foul on Lohaus, his first, and two team fouls on Minnesota.
Well, two block shots. I thought for a minute, Jim, that Ty Corbin from DePaul was going to get the first basket. They honored George Mikan from DePaul. That'd be ironic. Another DePaul player gets the first hoop for him here at home.
Last year, the Bulls had a good record against the Western Conference. They were 8-5 going on the road into the West, and of course, most of that came that second West Coast trip. Minnesota, of course, in the West this year, competing in the Midwest Division. So the Bulls will play them only twice. It's the only trip in here. Here's Jordan in the lane with a jump hook, partially blocked. Rebound taken down by Corbin. Sidney Lowe brings it up. Paxson puts pressure on him. Lowe takes it all the way to the hoop, blocked inside goaltending. Count the hoop. Stacey King on the block. Sidney Lowe gets the first 2 points for the Minnesota Timberwolves in their home history. Here's Michael Jordan outside left, goes baseline left, knocked away and stolen. Lowe chopped it away from him, and now Lohaus throws on ahead to Tony Campbell. Minnesota looks for the lead this trip. The Bulls, as you would expect, flat early. Tony Campbell against Pippen. Lohaus against Cartwright. Outside jumper Campbell, good from the right. Tony Campbell gives Minnesota a 4-2 lead. 10:25 left opening quarter. Bulls in the front court. Scottie Pippen has it. Plays into Cartwright left of the lane. Right side Jordan, right corner Paxson. 12 to shoot. Stacey King around Lohaus with a hook. Rimming good, and a foul on Brad Lohaus. That's his second.
Jim, that's the move that we were talking about against McHale that he didn't make the other night. He kept coming back to the other side. That time he took sort of a half a step and then a full step. He's got Lohaus leaning straight on him. I don't know if Lohaus knows he's left-handed, but Stacey comes in with a nice hook and completes a three-point play.
And the Bulls have taken the lead. Full court pressure here by the Bulls. Sidney Lowe brings it up for them. Lowe off to the right, standing dribble against Paxson. 15 on the shot clock. Lohaus out high, guarded by Cartwright. Sidney Lowe, 10 to shoot, plays into Campbell, low right, fires over Pippen. Good. Tony Campbell has hit his first two.
He can shoot. He's playing at two guard, Jim. He's not good at handling the ball, but if he gets it, he can just stand there and flat jump up and shoot it.
He had some good games for the Lakers last year when they had injury problems hit them in the playoffs and late in the season. 6-5 Timberwolves. Stacey King delivers left to Pippen. Scottie on the drive, takes it across the lane, gets bumped, no call, missed the shot. Stacey King with a follow, lays it in. So Stacey King with 5 points early, and the Bulls have the 7-6 lead.
I hope Horace knows who Wally Pippen is.
Here's Tony Campbell on the push, takes it left lane and picks it up. Gets doubled up, right side Lohaus, squares up and fires, good. Boy, these guys were shooting 39% in their first 2 games, and Minnesota shooting great early.
They had 2 shots blocked underneath and went outside now and made 3.
8-7 Timberwolves. Scottie Pippen off to the right. Lobs into King, low right. King against Lohas. Jordan, long jumper, right side. Book it. Michael Jordan's first two comes from deep on the right side, and the Bulls go up by one. Sidney Lowe gets doubled up in the front court, gets a bounce pass off to Campbell. Campbell on the drive, down the lane in traffic, shoots it up, no good, but a foul called, and Tony Campbell shoots two. Colin King.
Looked like he had Michael's number.
I thought it was Michael.
Chicago ball on Stacey King.
It's on King. First foul against the Bulls. Campbell drills the free throw. 5 points for Tony Campbell. The game tied at 9. Tony Campbell again. Rimming, no, and cleared by Stacey King. Out to Paxson. Pax on the push, angles right, gives to Pippen. Scotty holding at the stripe, wide right, dumps into King, low right, wheels and shoots over Lohas, air ball, cleared by Murphy. Sidney Lowe brings it up, throws on ahead to Corbin. Outside he plays to Tony Campbell. Now Lowe calls a play on the walk to the right and off the ball, a foul on Cartwright. It's against the Bulls. Cartwright with his first two team fouls on the Bulls. Minnesota has it in play. Sidney Lowe has it wide right, guarded by Paxson. 9-9 tie. 8:20 left opening quarter. Lohas drives Cartwright left the lane, lost the handle, gets it back in the corner. Outside left, Tony Campbell, 12 to shoot. Campbell doubled up in the corner. Lost the ball. It's loose on the floor. Picked up by Corbin. Steps up and shoots it. Baseline left. Rimming, no. Murphy's tip won't go. Rebound, Campbell. He laid it in. Tony Campbell with 7, and Minnesota takes the lead 11-9. Scottie Pippen out to the left now. Jordan top of the key. Right side is Paxson. In it goes to Cartwright, low right against Murphy. Cartwright lean-in shot to the right side, around and in. Bill Cartwright's first field goal. He has 4. The game tied at 11. So far, the Bulls unable to up the tempo here. They haven't cleaned up with a defensive glass, and they haven't forced Minnesota into any turnovers with any kind of pressure defense. Campbell from way outside, no good from the right. Rebound on the floor, grabbed by Cartwright, ahead to Jordan. Michael brings it down on the drive, down to Pippen, down the lane to the right. Scotty to the hoop, scoop shot, no. Rebound, Minnesota. Murphy clears it, out to Corbin. The Timberwolves back looking for the lead. Tony Campbell in on Cartwright. Left baseline shot on the way, good by Lohas, and a foul on Scottie Pippen.
That was not a smart foul at all. A good play by Campbell to kick it off into the corner. Brad Lohas is 6'10", has got that good left-handed range. Scotty came running, but where'd he get him?
I don't know. Looked like he just circled him and ran by, and now a timeout taken by Bill Musselman. Minnesota takes time. Timberwolves up 2 with 7:12 left in the quarter, 13-11. The score on the Bulls Network. Vernon Hills. We'd also like to welcome our listeners on the Bulls Radio Network and WLUP AM 1000. Brad Lohas knocks the free throw in, converts the three-point play. Minnesota leads it by 3. Indiana big time over Detroit by 23 at the half. Backdoor cut King. He lays it in on a good feed from Paxson. Stacey King with 7. He scored 9 last night before he was ejected. Here is Sidney Lowe in the backcourt, behind the back dribble. Now brings it up against Paxson. Sidney Lowe outside, works around a Lohas screen off to the right. Left to the key, they go to Tony Campbell against King. Outside jumper, Tony Campbell. Rimming, no. Rebound on the floor and out of bounds to Minnesota. Michael Jordan unable to control. Boy, the Bulls unable to finish anything defensively here.
Yeah, they've double-teamed a couple times. The ball has fallen out on the floor, but they haven't been able to come up with it.
Minnesota has it in play. Lohas outside left, holding on Cartwright. Now he drives him across the lane. Scoop layup miss, cleared by Cartwright. Now to Paxson. Bulls back right to left, looking for the lead. Paxson takes it all the way. Left corner, Jordan. He comes up shooting, missing. Rebound, Campbell. And now the Timberwolves back in transition. Sidney Lowe feeds Corbin. Right baseline, they go to Murphy. He won't take the shot. He likes to come back out to Lowe instead. 14-13 Timberwolves. Here's Campbell, right baseline drive, lays it in. Tony Campbell has scored 9. Timberwolves have out-rebounded the Bulls 15-11 and lead the contest 16-13. On the cut, Pippen stops and fires at the foul line. Good. Scottie Pippen's first 2 points. It's a 1-point lead for Minnesota. Sidney Lowe walks into the front court. Lohaus gives it up to Campbell. Campbell holding left. Pippen knocked it away from him. Campbell got it back. Shot clock at 9. Campbell runs into Pippen and records an offensive foul. Tony Campbell with his first. So finally, the Bulls defense forces a turnover.
Scotty reacts well to it, spreads that big body of his out and gets in Tony Campbell's way and picks up the foul.
John Paxson drops it for Pippen in the front court. The Bulls tonight playing without Horace Grant. King starts it left to Jordan. Over the top, Cartwright left baseline against Murphy. Cartwright across the lane. Jump hook is in. Now, Bill Cartwright, much taller than Murphy. You would think he would be able to get a lockdown on the low post.
Murphy has some pretty good size and weight, Jimmy. He's leaning on Bill.
But he's only 6'10".
Yeah, right.
Bulls lead by 1. Campbell down the lane on Pippen, in low right, in heavy traffic and loses the ball. Stacey King falls down. Cartwright dives to come up with it, and a jump ball is called. The Bulls not hustling to the loose ball.
It looked like Stacey got fouled in getting the ball stripped from him. Now Bill Cartwright dives on the floor. Stacey's got the ball here, and he went down. Bill took a dive at it, and we've got a jump ball. In one of the games against Boston, I think it was Jim, the game against Boston, unusual, he had 4 jump balls in 1 quarter.
We want to correct our rebounding figures. 8-4, Minnesota. Jordan controls the tip. Foot pass ahead to Paxson. Pax off to the right, guarded by Lowe. Pax a hook pass into King, low right, wheels on Lohaus, shoots it up, no good. Rebound, Cartwright had it, it's on the floor, still loose, and a loose ball foul on Sidney Lowe. Trying to dig it away from Cartwright. That's his first.
Well, on that move again, Stacey King comes to the middle and goes back. Twice he's gone back to the right and missed shots. Once he's hooked it in the middle and made it.
Here's Michael Jordan driving Corbin in from the left, lays it in. Michael Jordan with 4, and the Bulls go up 3. Minnesota with 4 team fouls now after that foul was whistled on Sidney Lowe. 1916 Bulls. The Bulls have scored the last 6. Crowd of over 30,000 quiet, and Jordan forces another turnover as he jumped into the passing lane and knocked it off the leg of Ty Corbin. So now the Bulls defense starting to have its effect. Minnesota guilty of 3 turnovers so far. Jordan with a ball outside left, isolated against Corbin. Michael holding left. Pippen picks up an offensive foul as he knocked down Tony Campbell, establishing post position. I'm not sure the play was to put anybody into the post.
No,
they had Michael isolated with Corbin.
They had him isolated with Corbin. Stacey King was in, he ran out, then Scotty went in, and the Bulls pick up the foul and a turnover.
So Minnesota trying to cut it to 1 or tie with a long one. Sidney Lowe turning on the dribble out front. Shot clock at 12. Lowe between the rings, leans over the dribble against Paxson. Right side he plays to Ty Corbin, 6 to shoot. Here's Murphy, low right turnaround jumper, hits the side of the glass. Stacey King hands to Jordan. The Bulls coming back, trying to get something in transition. Jordan tries it right of the lane, shoots off the glass, bang, no good. Cleared by Lohaus. Minnesota back in transition. Let's see if they finish it. Campbell does, and he's fouled by Paxson. Pax tried to wrap him up, but he couldn't grab him, and Tony Campbell laid it in and drew the foul.
Well, they're eating the Bulls alive here, coming off the board and running. They wanted to slow down. They've slowed down effectively, but this time they come down and run. Nobody gets back for the Bulls. Paxson tries to take the foul and does, but Campbell's strong enough to get the basket.
And he nails the free throw. Campbell with 12. And Minnesota ties the game at 19. Charles Davis, who's on, feeds Jordan out front. Now the Bulls come left to Paxson, into Cartwright, low left. His jumper around and out. Stacey King misses the shot on the follow. Paxson comes down with the offensive rebound, though. Back out to Davis. He shoots it up left to the lane. It's in. Charles Davis hits it. And the Bulls are back up by 2.
That was one that Stacey could have slam dunked, but he hurried it up, laid it off the glass, and missed it.
3:12 left first quarter. Todd Murphy with it outside left, gives it up to Lohaus. Long jumper left corner, rimming no. Rebound, Cartwright can't get it. Murphy does. Outside Lowe. And Minnesota with another attempt. Offensively. Lowe on the walk to the right. Lowe is standing, dribble, the shot clock is at 10. Campbell has it right baseline against Jordan. Michael a reach-in foul, his first. And a timeout taken. We got 2:45 left here in the opening quarter. The Bulls lead by 2, 21-19. That's the score on the Bulls. Basketball Network.
His first personal, the Bulls 15 foul. Timeout, Chicago.
Tony Campbell, who came in shooting 37% from the field, having a great first quarter. As the Timberwolves makes his appearance here in the Metrodome.
You're right, Jimmy. 36%, and he's, you know, what happens when a guy has that kind of game. We saw Vinnie Johnson have that the other night.
Yes,
Came in
we did.
shooting 12.5% and just lit it up.
Yeah. Well, that's not unusual for Vinnie Johnson.
No, but shooters are that way.
Yeah.
Shooters, if they find that basket early, and boy, you're in trouble.
Campbell missing the first of two. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Bulls in front by 2. Second one. 1-point game. John Paxson brings it up for the Bulls. Starts it with Jordan outside left against Corbett. Michael on the quick drive. Baseline left to the hoop for the dunk.
There it is. They came
Michael
to see it.
Jordan jams it with the right hand. And the Bulls go up by 3.
They got a buzz in here for a while.
Outside left is Lojas. Corbin has it now. Works on Jordan. Picks it up foul line. Right corner Campbell. Looks at the three-point stripe against Davis and then takes it to the hoop. Shoots it off balance. No. Rebound loose. They keep it. Campbell plays it back out to Low.
Bulls cannot protect their own turf.
Outside jumper Corbin. No good left side. Michael Jordan saves to Cartwright. On ahead to Paxson. Pax drives into the front court. Slips it into King. Low left. Stacey King double up out to Jordan. Michael fires. Good for the left side. Jordan with 8. And the Bulls go up 25-20 with 1:49 left in the quarter.
This is what the Bulls would like to do. Up the tempo. Get this into a quicker game.
Sidney Lowe on the walk out front, starts it left side with Lojas. In the left corner, Tony Campbell. Campbell on the drive, wheels in low left, has his shot blocked. The ball picked off by Davis. King on the rejection. Charles Davis comes down, pull-up shot right in the key. Good. So CD did it last night, hit 2 outside jumpers, and he does it here. And the Bulls have their biggest lead at 7.
He got it twice in transition, Jim, in a quick break.
6 straight points for the Bulls. A dunk and an outside jumper by Jordan. And then a jump shot by Charles Davis. Lojas out high, 10 to shoot. Sidney Lowe has it wide to the right, 6 on the clock. Campbell free, top of the circle jumper. Good. Tony Campbell with 15. That's his average. Here's Jordan off to the right, doubled up. In he goes to King, low right. A slip pass off to Davis, who lays it up, no good. Rebound fight, Stacey King wins it in the right corner for the Bulls. Now to Charles Davis, back into King, low right. Wheels on Lojas, fakes, comes up shooting. Good from the right baseline. Stacey King with 9. This equals his high of last night. And the Bulls have a 7-point lead. Inside of a minute, in fact, we're down to 39 seconds now. Tony Campbell hands to Sidney Lowe out front. Shot clock at 14, 21 difference. Wide to the right, holding is Campbell. Gives it up out front to Lojas. Left side, they go to Todd Murphy. He drives to the hoop for the dunk. Todd Murphy, one of the few times he's looked to score. Took it in for the left side for a 2-hand jam. Packs in the front court, the Bulls play for 1. Shot clock at 17, 2 difference. Packs it outside, a standing dribble. Shot clock at 10. This will be one of the few times Minnesota will hurry. Go. 4 to shoot. Jordan wide to the right. Shoots a long jumper. Bank no. Rebound low. They have got 1 second. And Corbin lays it. No good. As the quarter comes to an end. And after 1, it's the Bulls by 5. 29-24 on the Bulls Network. FAM. Well, with our Emmy Award-winning producer-director Jim Angio on Sports Channel, and with our able audio assistant Rod Harris on the loop, this is Jim Durham with Johnny Kerr here in the Metrodome. We have played 1 quarter of NBA basketball back here in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and the Bulls lead by 5. Tony Campbell leads all scorers, however, with 15, and Stacey King, who gets the start tonight in place of the injured Horace Grant, has responded with 9. Now the Bulls have Craig Hodges, B.J. Armstrong, Charles Davis, and Will Perdue in the lineup to join Stacey King. Scott Roth brings it up for Minnesota. 6-8, started by King outside to the left. Roth has lost a dribble, plays to Corbin, backdoor cut, Doug West, layup blocked by Perdue. Looked like Will pinned it, but no call, and now the Bulls back. Good play by Will Perdue. Charles Davis zips it into King, low right, out to Hodges, left side Armstrong. BJ with 12 to shoot, plays into Purdue, low left against Roth. Purdue turns, left baseline, left-handed shot won't go. Loose ball foul, Stacey King going for the rebound. Stacey King with his second foul.
And now they have to remember that Stacey King is a member of the starting team, and he can't get himself into too many fouls here.
Scott Roth brings it up. Hands it to Sidney Lowe out front. Out high is Roth. Plays it left side to Corbin. Corbin against Charles Davis. Now Doug West, 15-footer. Good over Hodges. Doug West hit the jumper at the foul line. 6'4" rookie from Villanova.
Doug West was the guy that imitated Michael in all the practices. They say he did not do a good job.
Purdue drives it in the lane. The short jumper won't go. The rebound, Stacey King had it. It's stolen by Minnesota. Corbin feeds low. And here come the Timberwolves on the push. Scott Roth pull-up jumper. Rimming, no. Rebound, Minnesota. The follow inside. It won't go by Murphy. And cleared by Charles Davis. Boy, this Bulls group out here, they're getting a chance to play tonight and perform against a team that they ought to be able to handle. A pass knocked out of bounds by Scott Roth intended for Purdue. Purdue should be able to score at will over Roth, who is only 6'8".
Put the ball in Armstrong's hands now so he can direct the traffic a little bit.
Here's King foul line, plays left to Davis. Charles Davis drives the lane, flips it up on the run, it won't go. Tip no good. Will Purdue with a fake and a follow? No, but a foul called. And Will Purdue shoots 2 free throws here.
As I talked about the 2 fouls on Stacey King, they've got to watch him now. I think that Jack Haley may come in here for him. He drifts back to talk to Phil Jackson.
Sidney Lowe on that foul, and Will Purdue to shoot 2 free throws. He rims the first one good. And now Haley is coming in for King.
Nice job by Stacey. Moved into the starting lineup. Did a pretty good job.
But the one thing about this 5 that's out there now, John, none can create their own shot. And there's a loose ball foul on Haley going for the rebound on the miss by Purdue.
This is what I said. You must keep the ball in the hands of B.J. Armstrong, because I think the young rookie will be able to get it to them. I don't think you're going to be able to do it on their own. I agree with you, Brad.
30-26, the Bulls a 4-point lead. Armstrong pressing low, and Armstrong got picked off by Doug West. Now Low into the front court. Off to the right, Corbin, guarded by Davis. Outside Roth, it's loose. Haley guarding him. Scott Roth shoots an 18-footer over Haley. Good from out front. These guys learned how to shoot once they came off the road. It's a 2-point lead for the Bulls. Craig Hodges feeds it outside left to Armstrong. 14 to shoot. In it goes to Purdue. Turnaround jumper left baseline. Rimming no good. Cleared by Minnesota as Todd Murphy takes it down. And now Sidney Lowe off to Corbin. Pull-up shot right of the lane is in. The game is tied. By Corbin's first 2 points. With Michael Jordan out of the game, Corbin now will look to get involved offensively. Here's Armstrong feeding it into Purdue right of the lane. He comes across the lane. Lefty hook. Rims no good. Jack Haley the rebound, but a loose ball foul call. It's on the Bulls.
What did he say?
I don't know, 24 he said.
Chicago foul on Will Purdue.
It's on Purdue.
Well, that's the move that you wanted Will to make. He can jump those fadeaway jump shots against an expansion team with a second-line center. You've got to take it to the hoop. He did that last time and missed a shot.
Scottie Pippen ready to come back for the Bulls. Outside is Roth against Haley. They go down low left, reverse layup by Corbin. Missed, ball on the floor, and it's out of bounds. Which way? Who's got a call here? Out of bounds to the Bulls. And now Pippen comes in. And who's going out? Will Purdue is going out, so it's a smaller group for the Bulls. They're going to work, in essence, without a post player. This is a better matchup, I think, against this team. Hodges wide left, plays to Haley out high. 12 in the shot clock. Haley feeds Pippen right corner. Scotty fires, rimming, good. Pippen with 4. And the Bulls back in front by 2.
Scotty is getting that bounce this year. Normally they would have bounced up and over the clock.
Minnesota on the attack. Lowe holding outside against Armstrong. Lowe plays to Roth out front against Davis. He drives it left lane and a foul on Charles Davis. His first.
Chicago foul on Charles Davis. His first personal.
The Bulls are 1 for 6 here in the second quarter, and Minnesota 3 for 7.
That 1 for 6, that one basket Scotty made, rang around, fell up in the air to go in. It wasn't a clean one either.
Doug West drives Hodges, baseline right, and lays it up. No good. Rebound Haley. Haley outlets to Armstrong. Minnesota covers defensively. BJ on the drive in the lane, had it stolen. Minnesota on the break, and Sidney Lowe looks for help. Turns around and takes it back outside to the right. He had Haley to beat going to the hoop.
You won't see that.
Trailer there, and now the Timberwolves take a 20-second timeout with 8:06 left to go in the half. 32-30, the Bulls a 2-point lead.
That's why he slowed it down, didn't go in. It looked like he pulled something in his left hip.
Other action tonight in the NBA at the half. Sixers leading Miami 61-44. Cleveland leading Orlando at the half by 11, 58-47. Celtics have come back on the Washington Bullets. It's the Bullets by 3 at halftime. In the Midwest Division, San Antonio, Utah have only played one game. Houston has won its last 2, and they're 2-1. Denver at 500, then Charlotte, Dallas, and this Minnesota team looking for their first victory.
I think after 2 or 3 games in the season, there's only 3 teams that are undefeated in the league. That's you're starting to talk about a little bit of parity.
How about the Indiana Pacers? They lead the Pistons by 24 points in the third quarter. Ed Neely coming in for the Bulls, and Charles Davis is out. Now Ty Corbin looks to make the inbounds pass. He comes into Pooh Richardson. He's their rookie guard, and he's being guarded by the Bulls rookie, B.J. Armstrong. Richardson, a bounce pass right side to Corbin. 4 on the clock. They're not aware. Roth holding, 1 to shoot. Roth against Neely, 24-second violation.
You're right.
They weren't aware that the 24-second clock was running down.
24-second violation.
They knew they took a 20-second time. They didn't. They forgot that it was a 20-second timeout, not a full one.
Scottie Pippen holding wide to the right for the Bulls. Haley has it out front. Pippen with a ball back on the right wing. Scottie on the cut around Haley's screen, gets doubled up, right corner Armstrong, and off the ball. And
he stepped out of bounds.
B.J. Armstrong out of bounds in front of his own bench.
Yeah, talking about not a happy camper. I think Musselman's happy right now, but Phil is not.
Well, his team is overachieving, and the Bulls are underachieving to this point. And it's 32-30 Bulls with 7:25 left in the half. Pooh Richardson off to the left, gives it up to Corbin, wide left. In the corner, Roth against Neely. Roth drives past Neely to the hole and lays it in. Very easily drives by. This team is shooting 37% coming in. Hodges on the drive, left lane, beats Armstrong. Left corner, jumper, no good, B.J. Armstrong. Tip won't go, Neely. Cleared by Corbin. Minnesota back on the drive. Here's Roth, pull-up shot left of the key, short. Armstrong the rebound. He's got Pippen up the floor. Scottie drives it in for the right side pass. Richardson and shoots it up no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. It belongs to the Bulls. After this timeout with 6:46 left in the half. Timeout here in Minnesota. This game is all tied at 32 on the Bulls Basketball Network. Unable to go tonight. Came out early. Shot around, went back in, had Mark Feil retape his ankle, and he was still unable to play. So the Bulls are without him with 6:46 left in the half, and now they come back with Jordan, Paxson, Cartwright to join Pippen and Haley. The Bulls shooting 11% from the field in the second quarter, Minnesota 40%, and the Bulls will inbound baseline left. Game is tied at 32. Scottie Pippen gets it to play to Haley. No, he didn't. 5 seconds.
That just typifies the way the Bulls have played in this quarter. They expect just a routine game, and they're getting it for 30,000 people. These guys' adrenaline is really flowing.
Richardson brings it up for Minnesota. Picks it up, gives it up top of the circle to Corbin. Here's Roth in for the right. A hook up. Rebound. Cartwright dug away. Knocked loose. Still loose. And a loose ball foul called on Bill Cartwright. In a scramble for that ball that was bouncing on the floor.
Looked like Cartwright had the ball in clear possession, but he gets a foul.
That's his second. And the Bulls are over the limit. And Ty Corbin shoots 2.
The Bulls have scored 3 points in this quarter. There's 6:29 left.
zero by Purdue and a shot by Pippen. Corbin's free throw rims in, and Minnesota takes the lead. Well, the Bulls radio flagship station, WLUP AM 1000, plus the home of Jonathan Brandmeier in the morning, Kevin Matthews midday, Steve Dahl, Gary Meyer in the afternoons, and Chet Kopic on sports weeknights. Along with the Bulls, that's an unbeatable lineup. The Bulls in the front court down 2 after those 2 free throws by Corbin. Pippen under pressure of West to the right. Plays it to Haley right of the lane. Scottie Pippen has it now. Feeds Haley on the roll in from the right side, and Jack lays it in. Jack Haley ties the game.
Jack patient on that. He went over and set a screen for Scottie, and then got the ball, rolled back in, laid it up off the ring.
Here's Pooh Richardson into the front court. Richardson guarded by Paxson. On the drive across the lane is Donald Royal, and he's fouled by Cartwright going for the hook. Bill Cartwright with his third. While we have a moment, let's pause for station identification on the Bulls Network.
Sports channels in season all year round with exclusive coverage of the Chicago Bulls, Blackhawks, and White Sox.
Cartwright leaves the game, and Stacey King returns. Donald Royal, 6'8", rookie free agent from Notre Dame, shooting 2 free throws here. Royal has not missed in 13 tries from the foul line.
You got to tell you something when you see 13 free throws, Jim. He's active around the hoop. He drives. He misses his first one. But you know he's going to drive. I have to test him from the corner, see if he can shoot from there.
This team's shooting 37%. Yeah. I'm going to guard the paint and let those guys shoot from outside. Don't let him go to the hoop. Don't chase him around the perimeter. Royal missed them both. And the Bulls back looking for the lead. Packs it into the front court. Jordan goes into King, low left against Roth. Stacey King feeds Michael under the basket, back out to Pippen. Scottie fakes, steps up, shoots it left to the lane. Rebound Minnesota. Here come the Timberwolves looking for the lead. The long out-court pass is thrown out of bounds.
This is why an expansion coach will want you to walk the ball, because you will find a way to turn it over.
Turnovers like magnets to expansion teams. Right? Just drawn to them. Here is King driving in from the right side. He's fouled by Royal, but he was fouled going to the hoop, and Donald Royal with his first. That's only the second team foul on Minnesota. And so Stacey King, one of the few guys in the red shirts tonight who's been active. Stacey knows, hey, I got thrown out last night. I've got an opportunity to make big contributions tonight. And he hits the free throw. He scored 10 points in the game. And now a timeout taken by Minnesota with 5:27 left in the half. It's the Bulls by 1, 35-34 on the Bulls Network.
Stacey King, Jim, has 10 points in the game, his high on the young season, and they're probably saying the same thing. Hey, this guy came in shooting 21% from the field.
But he's seizing an opportunity tonight. King hits the next one. Opportunity to help his ball club. The Bulls in front by 2. Their biggest lead has been 7. Now half-court trap. Here's Royal on the drive down the lane. A dish off to Roth. He missed the layup and a foul call. And Scott Roth is on the line. Boy, they read the trap beautifully. Got a layup out of it. Almost a 3-point play.
Jack Haley on the foul. Bulls just a little body bumping, not making sure that they're not getting the shot. So they double him. Royal takes it to the basket, lays it off to the side, and then Roth goes up. And is that Stacey that goes?
Roth hits the free throw. Second one misses, and Haley the rebound. Boy, Orlando has come back in Cleveland. It's a 1-point game in the third quarter. Cavaliers in their home opener. Minnesota steal. Here's Roth on the drive. In on Pippen. Missed the layup. Pippen the rebound. Loose ball foul on Doug West, who went over his back. First foul on Doug West. Third team foul on the Timberwolves. Ed Neely is in. Stacey King is out.
Well, that happened quickly again. The turnover. They come down, miss the shot, and in anticipation of getting the rebound, go back and foul the Bulls.
I think they called that foul on King. That's why Phil Jackson's made that change. Here's Neely out high. We thought it was on Haley. Jordan with it to the right, drives Corbin baseline and loses it out of bounds. Knocked out by Corbin. 10 on the shot clock. The Bulls to throw in baseline right. And that would be 3 fouls on King. Bulls come into Jordan, off to the right, 8 to shoot. Jordan guarded by Roth. This trip shoots it up right baseline. Good. Michael Jordan's got 10. The Bulls lead by 3. 4:37 left to go. In the first half here in the Metrodome. Hugh Richardson runs the show out front, drops a bounce pass left to Royal. He drives it to the hole, scoops it up, no good, but draws the foul.
He's going to drive to the basket. He put his head down. He didn't even look at the basket from outside. Catches the ball, looks down, puts his head down. Here he comes. You got to do one of two things. Back off him, make him hit the shot, or play him to his right side.
That foul is on Haley. How many fouls do you have Haley with then? Royal's free throw is good. Royal again. Good. Minnesota Timberwolves within 1 with 4:25 left to go in the half. Paxson in the front court.
Bulls have almost scored 9 points in this quarter.
Pax out front, gets it up to Haley out high. Haley hands to Paxson off to the right. Paxson left around a Haley screen. Now to Pippen in the weave. Back to Paxson, left wing jumper, around and in. John Jackson with his first 2 points tonight. Hits it from out to the left, and the Bulls lead 40-37 with 4 minutes left in the half. Timberwolves every time down, they get something. Here's Haley all over Royal at the perimeter. Royal wheels in low left, this time traveling. Called on Donald Royal. Bulls the ball up 3. Scottie Pippen with it outside left. Pippen tries past West to the hoop and gets fouled and gets knocked out of the air on his way to the bucket. Foul is on Roth, and Pippen shoots 2. Roth with his first.
The NBA, the opening down the baseline doesn't last very long. Scottie finds it, and then bam, it closes up quick as Roth comes in, arms up, trying to take the offensive foul, but keeps moving his body, and you're not going to get one that way. Now Tony Campbell, who has been all of their offense in the first quarter, is getting ready to come back in, Jim.
Tony Campbell with 15 first quarter points tonight. Scottie Pippen's free throw offering short. Boy, the Bulls are as listless and lethargic as they were sharp last night. Donald Royal is out with Tony Campbell back in.
Still ought to make them all take a cold shower. What an ice cold.
Scottie Pippen hits the second free throw.
Run around.
4-point lead for the Bulls. 3:35 left in the half. Richardson, wraparound dribble, takes Paxson right to the key and takes it back outside now between the rings. Richardson angles off to the right, shot clock at 10. Richardson holding, now pass into West. Back out front, they play to Richardson. Richardson drives Paxson left leg, kicks off to Corbin. The open jumper, around and out. Rebound, Pippen. Finally a defensive rebound, ahead to Paxson. Pax drives it left to the lane. Works the top of the circle. Picks it up, comes back left to Pippen. Into Haley, down low left. Haley, turnaround, jump hook, short, rebound fight on the floor. Pippen has it. Left baseline shot on the way, no good by Scottie. Rebound battle, Minnesota. Timberwolves on the attack with 2:49 left.
This is why their games, we always wonder why their games in the 80s and 90s, they hold that ball.
Tony Campbell with it, plays it to Roth, way off to the left. Ed Neely guarding him. Roth wants to drive, pulls up instead and fires, missing. Rebound out of bounds to the Bulls. Roth, following his own shot, had a hand on it. Now Minnesota has cooled off over the last 7 minutes. They're 1 out of their last 8, but the Bulls aren't taking advantage. Their lead is only 4. Ed Neely out high against Roth, 10 to shoot. Pippen in the weave, takes it right side and picks it up. 6 on the clock. Hook pass into Jordan. Michael Jordan. Oh, the foul. A spectacular play by Jordan, who was wrapped up and still managed to get the shot down off the glass.
How does he know every piece of that backboard? He rolled down low, gets a hook pass from Scottie, went around his man. Roth fouled him. He went up off the glass, falling down. He said, I think it went in. It did, Michael.
Roth with his second foul. Lojas ready to come back in. Jordan drills the free throw. He's got 13. And a whistle for what?
Delay or something.
I guess it just wanted Lojas to stay at the scorer's table. The Bulls lead is 7. This equals the largest. Full court pressure now. Richardson beats Paxson on the dribble into the front court. Right side West, holding at the stripe. Won't take the three. Off to the right. Doug West now gives it up to Scott Roth out front, 8 to shoot. Right side Richardson feeds it off to West. He fires. No good right baseline. Jordan clears. Bulls down with a 7-point lead. Minute 45 left. Jordan drives it left the lane. Feeds it off to Haley. Knocked away and a jump ball call. Jack Haley couldn't quite catch and score quick enough. He was tied up. And now Rojas is in and Roth is out. So Haley involved in this jump ball with West. Yep. Doug West.
Nobody was ready.
Oh. You can say that again.
Timeout. Timeout, I think, was called by the Bulls.
Okay, and we'll keep it here. We've got a minute 41 left in the half. A very unusual first half so far. The Bulls running in mud, lead it by 7, 44-37. Minnesota has really overachieved and dictated the tempo of this game, and that's their game plan. We go back to the top of our broadcast when we said, John, that one of the things the Bulls are going to have to try to overcome, and it's easier said than done, and that is an emotional letdown after last night's victory over the Pistons.
Jim, in the book I wrote, Bull Session, I talk about expansion teams, and the one thing you do, you say, yes, we want to run, we want to play good defense, but that is not necessarily what you do. You see your team and you say, we're going to walk, and then we're going to walk, and that's exactly what they've done. They don't find guys that bump their head on 7-foot doors, so they've slowed the game down. They're trying to get some bench contribution, which they haven't got. They have to wait till the fourth quarter, and Musselman going through a ream. Is that his thesis?
Well, that's what Minnesota, of course, wants to do, is keep the game close until the final 12 minutes. Who knows what will happen? That's the object.
Well, they waited for one thing, and that's to see the fans are to see Michael Jordan make a spectacular play. Here he goes inside of Ty Corbin. Just flips it up off the glass. Michael knew it was there. He just knew it was there. He gets 5 from the cameraman. Good camera shot by Jimmy Ainge, but of course you Sports Channel viewers getting used to that. And of course, Rod Harris is keeping everybody in tune on what's happening on the loop.
In Richfield tonight, the Cleveland Cavaliers home opener, and the Orlando Magic, they've taken the lead 71-70 in the third, and the Indiana Pacers tuning the Pistons 72-49 Indiana in the fourth quarter at Market Square. 30,000 or so here in the Metrodome. They anticipated a crowd somewhere between 30 and 36,000 for this game. Minnesota 27% in this quarter. The Bulls not much better at 33%. West and Haley again. And Haley to tip, and Jordan controls it. Out front, Paxson. Neely has it out high to the left. On the cut to Paxson, who dances outside left. Now Pax works around a Neely screen and fires. Rimming, no. Rebound, out of bounds to the Bulls. Last touch by Ty Corbin. So let's see if the Bulls can take advantage.
Michael logged some big minutes, played the entire second half last night. See if it bothered. Oh.
Tipping over the top, comes inbounds to Haley. Jack Haley, short shot of the lane, banked it in. Haley gives the Bulls a 9-point lead.
Jimmy, I'm going to tell you something. That was an alley-oop to Michael, and it was too high. It went over his head, and Haley got it.
So now the Bulls with their biggest lead of the contest. Rojas outside, standing dribble. Plays it left to Campbell, guarded by Jordan. Tony Campbell wants to drive on Michael, takes the outside jumper instead, misses it. A long rebound to Jordan. Now the Bulls coming back with a chance to put some more distance between themselves and the Timberwolves. 18-footer, no good by Jordan out front. Rebound, Campbell on the floor, and he's tied up by Neely. What happened was Haley fell down, and so Campbell tripped over him.
That's right. Haley slipped underneath, went down, and as he got the rebound, Campbell came down, and Ed Neely said, I better get in there for the jumper. Now, it doesn't favor Neely in this, but he's got the weight and he's got the experience on Campbell.
Let's see if that's enough to beat him to the ball. It is. Jordan has it. Michael holding outside, plays it left to Pippen. 45 seconds left in the half. Neely out front, 15 to shoot. Left side, Jordan. Michaels outside, jump, on rebound. Back to the hoop, lays it up good. Jordan has 15, and the Bulls have opened up an 11-point lead. We've got 35 seconds left. Minnesota 0 for 7, their last 6:25. And all their shots now coming from the outside. The Bulls are taking the drive away. Here's Campbell, doubled up in the left corner, cross court to Richardson. Who Richardson drives past Jordan. Right corner, three-try West, in and out. Rebound, Paxson. Pax on the drive in the backcourt, spins through traffic, flips ahead to Jordan. Michael right of the lane, comes to the lane with a 10-footer. Blocked by West, pulled by Campbell. Minnesota back in transition. Campbell lays it in. Tony Campbell scoring. He's got 17. 3 seconds left. Scottie Pippen holding out to the left, shoots a long jumper, no good. And at halftime, the Bulls lead is 9 over Minnesota. It is 48-39 Chicago. We'll return to the Metrodome and have more after we stop for these messages on the Bulls Network. Second half underway.
Richardson has the ball.
Who Richardson into the front court, Paxson guarding him. Lohas up top of the key, plays it left to Corbin. Fakes on Jordan with 12 to shoot, comes back outside to Richardson. Richardson moves into the lane, kicks it back out front to Tony Campbell. 6 on the clock. Right side Lohas, a three-try, rimming no. Michael Jordan lost the rebound out of bounds. Minnesota, another crack at it. It's plays like that so far in this entire game that have prevented the Bulls from really running out to a substantial lead. Timberwolves have it in play. Richardson out between the rings. Bounce pass left to Lohas. He drives at foul line, kicks for Richardson, steps up and fires. Bank good for the right side. Who Richardson's first 2 points in the NBA. Michael Jordan with the ball in the right corner for the Bulls, who now lead by 7. Scottie Pippen swings to Paxson between the rings. Cartwright high left, turns a bounce pass stolen by Corbin, intended for Jordan. Ty Corbin on a breakaway, lays it in.
That's not the guy you want at the top of the key making a pass and go Cartwright.
It's a 5-point game. Jordan's pull-up shot right at the key, good, and a foul on Ty Corbin. And he knew he got him. Michael Jordan hitting the jumper and now goes to the free throw line to try and add the free throw and thus convert on the 3-point play.
Ty Corbin said something in the paper here. He shows some quickness here to come by and play the passing lane and go in for the layup, and then it came right back to Michael. But he said something in the paper today, Jim. He says Michael is quicker than he appears. That's something, isn't it?
It is. I guess it looks quicker when you're out there looking at him up close.
He looks pretty quick from where I'm sitting. I want to tell you.
Michael's got 18 after the free throw, and the Bulls lead by 8. Here's Campbell. Wheels in low left in the crowd, off to Lohas. Drives it and kicks it right side to Richardson. Right corner shot, Ty Corbin. Rimming, no, and Cartwright the Bulls rebound. Up court to Paxson. Pax on the drive. Takes it to the key, right corner Pippen. Pippen dumps into King, low right. Right side Paxson, back into King, turns. Can't get the shot away, outside to Jordan, 12 to shoot. Michael Jordan off to the right, takes the outside jumper, book it. Michael Jordan's got the outside shot stuck on automatic. He has scored 5 in a row, and the Bulls lead by 10.
Fans can't believe he's got 28 points. And he's just
Richardson off the drive. The ball is loose, still loose, and it's knocked out of bounds by Minnesota. The Bulls get it at the timeline. Todd Murphy couldn't find the handle.
I'm sorry, it's 20 points, and they're going ho-hum 20.
Well, in a game like this, you wouldn't think Michael would need Astro points.
Oh, that's right.
Bulls in the front court. Jordan has it off to the right. Up top they go, Stacey King. King swings it left to Paxson. Down low, Cartwright. He's doubled. Back out to Paxson. Takes the outside jumper. Good. John Paxson hits it on the left wing. And the Bulls have opened up their biggest lead at 12 by scoring 7 straight. And Bill Musselman wants time, I think. Let's see when Richardson comes in the front court. No timeout. Corbin with a ball off to the left against Jordan. Up top of the circle, they go to Campbell. Tony Campbell against Pippen, shoots it left of the key. Short, ball out of bounds to the Bulls. Last touch by Murphy.
Good play by Scottie. I think he blocked that ball, Jim.
And then Murphy got it pinned on it before it went out of bounds. Pax into the front court. Jordan has it right side against Corbin. 18 to shoot. Pippen fights through, but the pass is deflected. Minnesota to steal. Here comes Richardson feeding Campbell down the lane. Lead in shot around and out, and the ball out of bounds to Minnesota. Last touch by Stacey King. side left, the long jumper missing badly. It comes off on the other side to Corbin. Back to the hoop, scoop shot blocked. Ball tipped out of bounds by Minnesota, it looked like. But the Timberwolves are going to be awarded the ball here. And Bill Cartwright is pointing, saying it should be going the other way. Scott Roth returns for Minnesota, and Lohas goes out, so they go down to a smaller group here.
Now you got that bad mismatch unless Bill ends up with Murphy.
The inbounds comes into Roth, and Cartwright guards him out on the floor. Campbell's 18-footer out front missing. Long rebound, Roth. Scottie Pippen released on the shot, and that left the lane open, and the ball came right back. Right side, Corbin. Roth has it against Jordan, right of the key. Shot clock at 11. Wide to the right, Richardson. Out front, Campbell, 6 to shoot. Roth takes it left lane, dumps it underneath to Murphy. He got clobbered. He'll shoot 2 as he was going for the shot. Pippen with his second foul.
That time the Timberwolves moved around pretty good. Roth went up, looked like he was going to take that little jumper, but underneath to Murphy. Murphy gives it a hesitation move and has bodies flying at him from all angles. Excuse me, first half rebounding, there were 6 offensive rebounds. I thought it was more than that, but Murphy had 3 of them to keep the ball alive, and here he is again inside now, and he shoots 2 free throws.
The official box differs from what we presented in our statistics. It shows the Bulls did out-rebound Minnesota, but by a 25-19 margin. Shooting percentages were correct. Speaking of the Twins, we talked about Tom Kelly, Kirby Puckett here looking on.
Triton.
Second free throw on the way. That's it. So Murphy splits them. The Bulls lead is 11. Pippen in the front court. 8.5 minutes left in the third. Jordan swings left to Paxson. In it goes to Cartwright. Doubled up. Back to Pax. Left corner shot by Paxson. Rimming no. Rebound King. He lays it up. Goaltending on the block. Stacey King gets the basket, and he has 13. And the Bulls lead by 13. Good job by King on the offensive glass.
The ball was short, but you just can't do that up around there.
Now the Bulls with their biggest lead. Richardson out between the circles, guarded by Paxson. Campbell swings it right side to Corbin. 10 on the shot clock. Who Richardson holding. Off to the right is Roth. He drives it right of the lane. Lead in flip. Missed it. Tip try. Campbell no. Cartwright the rebound out to Paxson. Now the Bulls in transition. Jordan on the drive. In on Richardson. Is clobbered by Who Richardson, and Michael Jordan shoots 2.
Who Richardson, their #1 draft choice out of UCLA, having a tough time, as a lot of the rookies are in the NBA this season. Got back. Paxson gave it to him. He had Scottie on the left. Michael gets it here, wants to take it inside, goes up in the air, gets hammered, and shoots 2 free throws. Well, we got a second, Jim. We talked about the fight last night. We didn't mention this. We thought that it was instigated by Scott Hastings, okay? And we were right, I believe, because the NBA handed down a fine to Stacey King of $500 and to Scott Hastings $1,500. So for that altercation last night.
Michael Jordan hits both free throws. He has 22, and the Bulls have their biggest lead at 15. Richardson into the front court for the Timberwolves. Out front is Roth between the rings, guarded by King. Left side, Corbin. In the left corner, Campbell. Cartwright has him. Campbell launches a 3. Missing. Rebound, King. Knocked away. Stacey picks it up. It's stolen by Murphy. In it goes to Campbell. Shoots over Cartwright. Banked it around and in. So they score anyway. 19 for Tony Campbell. Scottie Pippen has the ball knocked away. Gets it back outside to the left. Pippen plays into King, low left against Roth. Stacey wheels baseline, lead-in shot, won't go. Rebound knocked around, still loose. Minnesota with it. Richardson runs over Pippen, and a blocking foul on Scottie Pippen. His third. Scottie appeared to be an innocent bystander, but the call maybe was because he didn't give him distance.
Yeah, I had him as 4, Jimmy.
Okay, 4 fouls on Pippen. That's what they announced. 13-point lead for the Bulls. It's a key moment in this game.
Yeah.
Campbell has it in the left corner against Jordan. Campbell drives Michael Jordan across the lane, flips it up and out of bounds. Oh, what is that? To Campbell for the layup. Stacey King should let the ball go. He just flipped it back in, right to Tony Campbell for the layup.
Never save it like that under your own basket.
Michael Jordan outside left. Picks it up left lane, right side Paxson. In it goes to Cartwright. Turnaround jumper. No good right baseline. Corbin a rebound for Minnesota. And the Timberwolves getting back into this game. They play it ahead to Roth. He fires Chicago lead is 11, 59-48 on the Bulls network. Game because the Bulls have allowed them to.
Now, there's a play I talked about. I called it a bonehead play, and Stacey King stepped out of bounds and just threw the ball underneath to Campbell for the easy layup. And there'll be a lot of plays that he'll make like that as he gets through the rookie. He was out of bounds. They should have just said he carried it out of bounds.
I thought the ball hit out of bounds. Here's Jordan off to left against Corbin. Spins in left baseline. Lean in, jump miss. King the rebound. Stacey back up. Tim Davis, no. Minnesota clears, and now the Timberwolves can cut it to 9. Richardson brings it up. Walks into the front court, guarded by Paxson. Richardson, a bounce pass left to Scott Roth. The outside jumper, good. Scott Roth nails it. Minnesota back in the ballgame. 59-50. They have scored 6 in a row. 5:44 left to go in the third quarter. Cartwright high. One bounce dribble gives to Davis in the left corner. In it goes to King. Minnesota's steal on the breakout Richardson. Richardson in on Jordan. Scores. Richardson brings the Timberwolves to within 7 with 5:26 left. The reason we said it was a key moment in the game, the Bulls had an opportunity when they were up 15 to really put them to sleep. But when they didn't do it, and that means it's time for the bench to come back, and the Bulls have not gotten good play off the bench. Cartwright misses the outside jumper. Cleared by Corbin. Now to Richardson. Minnesota has a chance to cut it to 5. Tony Campbell against to Murphy. The shot blocked. Gets it back and follows it up. No. Rebound. Chicago and Stacey King outlets to Paxson. Paxson alley-oop to Jordan. The ball stolen by Minnesota. Here come the Timberwolves back from right to left. Richardson bounces right side to Roth. He shoots it in off the glass. Roth, All-American. It's a 5-point game. 10 straight points for Minnesota. 4:35 left in the third.
No timeout here by the Bulls either.
Davis holding in the Bulls front court. Jordan has it out front. In it goes to King. He rolls it, loses it out of bounds. Minnesota has it. Wagon sloppy play by the Bulls. The Timberwolves taking advantage. And now Jack Haley is in. Stacey King is out.
Still going to let him try to play through this as King sits down.
Lou Richardson into the front court. B.J. Armstrong at the scorer's table. Off to the right, Roth, pressured by Haley. Roth has a 3 if he wants it. He does. Rimming. Hits the top of the backboard. Rebound fight, ball on the floor. Minnesota has it. They've gotten all the hustle plays. They've come up with all the loose balls. Murphy fires. Good for the left. Todd Murphy brings Minnesota to within 3. 12 unanswered points by the expansion Timberwolves. And the big crowd is roaring here in the Metrodome. Jordan off to the right against Corbin. Outside Davis, 20-footer on the way. Short, rebound Minnesota on the run. Helps Richardson. Takes it down the lane, feeds Roth. His scoop, rimming, no. Rebound Paxson. Bulls back in transition. Jordan on the push. Feeds the ball and it's stolen by Richardson. Lazy pass by Michael. And Richardson to the hoop. Here's to Tony Campbell. He hooks it up and in. Anybody Bulls finally take a timeout.
Anybody want to play this game?
After Minnesota ran off 14 in a row. Timeout with 3:19 left in the third. 59-58 Chicago on the Bulls network. Heisman candidate Tony Rice plays his last game at Notre Dame Stadium when the Irish tangle with SMU. Minnesota, 14 straight. They've cut the Bulls' lead to 1. Bulls in the front court. Cartwright has it right of the lane. Backs in the lane, shoots on Murphy, banked it, no. Rebound, Jordan, lost it. Cartwright gets it back and lays it in. Finally, the Bulls score to end that run at 14 straight. B.J. Armstrong puts pressure on Pooh Richardson. 5-minute drought for the Bulls. Richardson drops it left to Roth against Haley. Roth wheels in, doubled up, outside ball loose. Jordan to steal. Michael on a breakout. Two-hand. Just that quickly, it's a 5-point Bulls lead with 2:33 left in the third. Campbell has it left corner against Charles Davis. Tony Campbell beats him on the drive. Baseline left and lays it in. Tony Campbell with 20. Just A. Charles alive that time. him and scored. Cartwright, there's a foul on Murphy on an over-the-top pass into Cartwright. Todd Murphy picks up his second foul. And it's only the second team foul. They get 3 team fouls on Minnesota with 2:11 left in the third quarter. Jack Haley out of high holding, gives to Armstrong. Armstrong on the walk to the right against Richardson. Haley with a ball across the lane, fake, shoots on Ross, traveling on Haley. So again, Minnesota with a chance to cut it to 1. Richardson brings it up. He's pressured by Armstrong. Tony Campbell swings it right side to Corbin. Out front, Richardson. Shot clock at 10. Backdoor cut, Corbin lays it in. Next play. Tyrone Corbin has 8. Minnesota within 1. Here is Corbin knocking a pass out of bounds intended for Jordan in the Bulls front court.
Ty Corbin is trying to overplay Michael, and he's laying it, passing it, and his teammates are just throwing it out there for Corbin to get a piece of it.
Backdoor usually softens that up. Haley hands to Armstrong, head of the key. Here's it again. Stolen by Corbin. Here comes Corbin on the drive all the way to the hoop. Lays it up, no good. Rebound, B.J. Armstrong. He covers up on the ball. 1:22 left in the third. And Bill Musselman has gotten just what he wanted, a competitive game through 3 quarters. And ragged play by the Bulls. There are 9 turnovers. Jordan's hook shot banked around and out from the right, but he drew the foul. Michael Jordan is on the line to shoot 2. Foul is on Corbin. The Indiana Pacers win by 20 tonight over the Detroit Pistons, 95-75. Indiana in its home opener.
Would you say that the Bulls softened them up for him?
I don't know.
Maybe Detroit softened the Bulls up for
Minnesota,
tonight.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe so. Michael hits a free throw. He's got 25. Second one. That's in. Jordan with 26. The Bulls lead by 3 with 1:10 left third quarter. Lou Richardson into the front court for the Timberwolves. Off to the right, Corbin guarded by Davis. Corbin feeds Richardson under the basket. Reverse layup is in. Lou Richardson took B.J. Armstrong to the hoop and scored. Again, it's a 1-point Bulls lead. Jordan with a ball outside, 47 seconds left in the third. Here's Armstrong in the weave and a foul on Tony Campbell. They're over the limit. Tony Campbell reaching in to stab at the dribble of B.J. Armstrong. And Armstrong to the line to shoot 2. He's scoreless in the game.
One thing that the expansion teams show, Jim, is enthusiasm, excitement, and real hustle. And they have led in all of those phases here so far tonight. B.J. Armstrong tries for his first piece of the game.
From an emotional standpoint, this game to Minnesota is what the game last night against Detroit was to the Bulls. First free throw good by Armstrong. 42.6 seconds left in the third. Armstrong's second one. That's in. The Bulls lead by 3. Lou Richardson on the dribble in the backcourt. Guarded by Armstrong. Richardson comes across, works around the Murphy screen, dances off to the right, comes back to Corbin, open at the foul line. Rimming, no. So to the top of the backboard, out of bounds. The Bulls have it with 28.4 seconds left in the third.
The way the Bulls are playing, Jim, that's the best place for it when it comes off their glass. I mean, they're not getting a piece of it.
Armstrong walks it up. Shot clock at 19. It's about 3 difference. Armstrong outside, standing dribble. Shot clock at 11. Shot clock at 8. Armstrong, standing dribble, 6 to shoot. He's not looking at it. He's looking at the game clock. 2 on the clock. Jordan, left corner jumper. Good. And a buzzer of the 24-second clock. And now Minnesota with 3.8 left. They throw into Roth. Roth at the timeline. Fires it out of bounds, and the Bulls get it with 0.5 of a second left.
It looks like 5 seconds up there. It's hard to read now. 0.5 of a second. Let's see who has got the quickest hook shot in the game.
Cartwright to inbound from 3-quarter court. Still looking. He throws into Haley. Haley launches the shot, no good. And after 3, the Bulls, who led by 9 at the half, lead by only 5. 69-64 on the Bulls network. Why not be in the stadium to feel the excitement of Bulls basketball? For information on ticket availability for all Bulls games, Visit the stadium box office, any Ticketron outlet, or call 312-902-1919. The fourth quarter is here. Bill Musselman wanted a competitive game through 3 so he could reduce it to a 12-minute game, and he's done it. It's a 5-point Bulls lead after the Bulls led at one time in the third quarter by 15. Minnesota went on a run of 14 straight and cut it to 1.
Thought maybe they might regroup, get together, call a timeout, but they tried to play right through it, and it didn't work out. Timberwolves are only averaging 88 points a game. Bulls averaging 113.
So that shows you who's controlling this tempo. 69-64 after 3. 25-21. Minnesota outscored the Bulls in the third. B.J. Armstrong brings it up. Chicago works it left to right. Michael Jordan holding right side. Haley out front against Roth. Armstrong has it, shoots it right of the lane, rimming. No. Rebound out of bounds. It belongs to Minnesota. And Minnesota is threatening to win one with 11:46 left. Bulls had 9 turnovers in the third. And the Timberwolves took advantage, scoring 12 points off them. All right, Richardson into the front court for the Timberwolves, guarded by Armstrong. Roth has it off to the right, Haley on him. Roth drives it right in the lane and a foul call. Armstrong tried to get there to help out. It was a foul on Haley. That is his third.
That's the way that a left-handed player likes to go, to the middle with that big looping dribble. You got to play him maybe a half a man that way and make him go baseline, unless the coach tells you different.
Corbin comes into Roth, and he wants it again, but he gives it up to Richardson out front. Bounce pass left, miss steal King. Corbin lost it out of bounds. The Bulls have it. Let's pause for station identification on the Bulls Network.
You're watching Sports Channel, the home of the Chicago White Sox, Blackhawks, and Bulls.
Michael Jordan holding off to the right against Corbin. Shot clock at 13. Jordan a quick drive, baseline right in traffic. Shoots off the glass, good. Jordan's got 30, and the Bulls lead it 71-64. Richardson up court for the Timberwolves. Starts it with Roth, wide right against Haley. They've gone that way every time down. Here's Roth, hesitation, now the outside shot, rims it high, no good. Stacey King collects the rebound, gives it up to Davis. Now Michael Jordan into the front court on the dribble. Jordan takes it left lane, kicks it off underneath to Haley for the dunk. Michael Jordan finding Jack Haley. Haley has 6, and now the Bulls have quieted the crowd by opening up a 9-point lead, and Bill Musselman takes time. 10:35 for the game, 73-64 on the Bulls Network. Bulls in New Jersey, Friday night on the Loop, AM 1000, tip-off 6:30, pregame with Chet Kopic at 6. Minnesota into the front court. Out front, Richardson. Richardson off to the right, guarded by Armstrong. Bouncer to Campbell. Jordan has him, head of the key, 7 to shoot. Richardson, a bounce pass, in it goes to Corbin, a nearly double dribble, turnaround jumper, rimming, no. Jack Haley, the rebound off to King. King gives it up to B.J. Armstrong. The Bulls have ball, a 9-point lead, 10 minutes left. Here's Jordan out front, beats Corbin, pulls up, shoots at the foul line, short ball on the floor to Richardson. So Minnesota coming back, trying to cut it to 7. Here's Corbin trying to finish the break, and he draws the foul as he gets inside. B.J. Armstrong took a swipe at him and picks up the foul. That's his first, and Ty Corbin on the line.
Chicago foul on B.J. Armstrong, his first personal.
Well, Corbin comes out of it by putting an elbow into Jack Haley. Jack gives him a little bit of a shove. Michael goes over and says, cooler heads should prevail. You know what happened last night. He got thrown out. Comes a guy off the bench, Jim, that's really had a down game. 5 points, and he got those at halftime. Didn't score in the third quarter. Michael sits down, and Corbin makes the free throw.
Scottie Pippen, the player you're talking about, as he comes in. And Corbin makes the next one. It's a 7-point game. So with Jordan out, let's see what the Bulls can do offensively. Pippen holding wide left. King comes high. Pippen picks it up, left corner Armstrong, back out to Pippen. Long jumper, left of the circle, short and cleared by Campbell. They release Corbin. They don't throw ahead. Richardson has it out front, guarded by Pippen. Richardson on the drive to left, the bounce pass inside, and a foul on Armstrong, who was guarding Corbin in that mismatch.
That's the third team foul on the Bulls, if I'm not mistaken. The second one on B.J. Armstrong.
35,427 the attendance tonight in the Metrodome. Minnesota has it in play. Roth holding left on Haley. Takes the outside jumper and hits it. Scott Roth has hit some big shots for them. He's got 11. And the Minnesota Timberwolves are within 5 with 9:15 left. Haley with a ball out high, lost it. Gets it now off to the right, gives to Pippen in the right corner. He's doubled up, off to Haley. Jack goes to the hoop and it's stolen. Richardson a steal. Timberwolves on the run and Campbell misses the layup. Taken down by Scottie Pippen. Pippen fires ahead to Armstrong. Now the Bulls in transition. Left baseline shot, Jack Haley short. Rebound, Minnesota. Richardson coming back. Right baseline shot, Campbell. Banked it around and out. Minnesota the rebound and the layup is made by Murphy. Todd Murphy with 7. It's a 3-point Bulls lead. Cartwright coming back for the Bulls. Minnesota has scored 6 in a row. Michael Jordan goes out. The lead goes down. Jordan joins Cartwright at the scorer's table. Armstrong plays to Haley out front. Armstrong has it on the move to the left. Shot clock at 13. Armstrong around a Haley screen. Drives it down the lane. In deep. Shoots it up. Got clobbered. No call. Minnesota out with a loose ball. Richardson feeds Roth. He goes right back to Richardson. His scoop shot is in. Lou Richardson with 8. The Chicago lead is 1. And Phil Jackson takes timeout. 8:04 left in the game. Chicago 73. Minnesota 72 on the Bulls Basketball Network. Subscribe today to Bullseye Magazine. Send a check or money order for $30 to Bullseye, 7144 North Harlem Avenue, Chicago 60631, or charge it on your Visa or MasterCard by calling toll-free 800-225-9500, extension FAN. Michael Jordan returns for the Bulls. Bill Cartwright returns. Paxson is in. Pippen and King, the starting group on the floor for Chicago with 8 minutes left. The Bulls lead, which was 9 a moment ago, is now 1, and the Bulls throw it away. A pass from King to Paxson went untouched and out of bounds. Minnesota with a chance at the lead and 7:53 remaining. The Bulls bench tonight has been outscored, well, in my book, 23 to 11. Here's Roth with a feed underneath. They get the layup by Campbell, and the Timberwolves take the lead. Tony Campbell with 27. 10 straight points. Michael Jordan has it outside. Right side is Paxson. Into Cartwright. Cartwright in the low post. In the lane. Walking is called on Bill Cartwright as he tried to make his move on Todd Murphy. 2 straight turnovers.
Bulls looking a little bit like a team you might find during a lunch hour.
And Minnesota taking advantage of it. Richardson into the front court. 4 turnovers by the Bulls in the fourth with the game on the line. Roth drives it into the left, shoots under pressure, missing. Rebound, Corbin over Jordan. Corbin spins back and shoots off the glass. No. Rebound tipped away. Roth knocked down by Paxson. The Bulls unable to come up with a defensive rebound. John Paxson with a foul, his second.
Oh, what a collision. Nobody can grab that ball. They're getting shot after shot underneath. It's tapped out. Paxson goes for it, and he and Roth collide. Looks like they banged heads, and it's the 4th team foul on the
And
Bulls.
Minnesota, no team fouls, which is the veteran-like club. Richardson outside, standing dribble against Paxson. Right corner is Roth against Neely now. Roth gets doubled out to Richardson. Fakes and tries past Cartwright. Has the shot blocked. It's out of bounds. And it belongs to the Bulls, says Joe Crawford. With 6:45 left, the Bulls the ball down 1. Jordan into the front court. Jordan on the drive. Spins in low right. Scoop layup. Good. He's got 32. Believe it? It's taken 32 points by Michael Jordan against an expansion team. And the Bulls lead is only 1. On the drive, right side, Richardson picks it up, plays it back out to Campbell. Shot clock at 10. Roth has it wide to the right, and it goes to Campbell. Shoots over Pippen, missing. And on the rebound, a loose ball foul on Minnesota.
On who?
Whoa!
On who?
got shoved right in the back going for the rebound.
Who is the wrong guy?
They called a foul on Cartwright.
Cartwright got moved out on the play, almost did a back bend. Murphy goes to the free throw line.
Bulls are over the limit. I would like to look at that one more time. Murphy gets ready. His free throw is good. That ties the game. We have a chance on television to take a look. Cartwright is establishing position. He did. He wrapped him up. Cartwright reached around. Good call. Murphy hits both free throws. And the Timberwolves have a 1-point lead. 6:10 left. Paxson off to the right. Paxson wide to the right, stops the dribble into Cartwright. Cartwright double in the post, 12 to shoot, comes across the lane with a jumper, good. Bill Cartwright puts the Bulls up 1. But it's at the defensive end where the Bulls have completely struggled. And the Minnesota Timberwolves are shooting less than 40% tonight. But because they have beaten the Bulls to the loose balls, they are right there in the game.
That's the key, loose ball. The Bulls haven't come up with one.
All the hustle plays the Timberwolves have come up with. And now the Bulls steal the ball from Campbell in the corner in a double team. First time they've really been aggressive defensively. Paxson feeds Jordan off to the right. Michael holding. Shot clock at 15. Jordan slips, feeds Cartwright. Cartwright holding right baseline, 10 to shoot. Back to Jordan, wide to the right, 8 on the clock. Jordan loses the ball. It's knocked out of bounds. It belongs to the Bulls with 5 on the shot clock.
Ty Corbin is playing a magnificent game here. He came into his own with the Phoenix Suns and was a holdout here, and he has really produced for him.
5 seconds left. Pippen trying to get it in bounds. He does. It's loose. And a foul on Paxson. John Paxson picks up the foul. Breakaway foul.
He said you got him.
He did. He grabbed him in the back court, and Joey Crawford didn't call it until it was in the front court. He grabs him right now, and Crawford doesn't call it. Now he calls it. Bad call.
A play out of bounds. 5 seconds to go. The Bulls can't get the ball in bounds. They throw it into the backcourt. It leads to a breakaway. Now Phil gets a technical foul. He's gone. Phil is gone.
Joey Crawford made a bad call.
He did. That's 3 in a row he just made.
The idea why Paxson grabbed him in the back court was for that very purpose. He didn't want to grab him in the front court and make it a breakaway foul.
Here's a 3-point play coming up now, plus the ball back. 2 technicals on Phil. He is gone.
Campbell delivers the free throw, no good. Now he'll shoot another one. Now Paxson immediately grabs Pooh Richardson right here to stop the play.
Look who's running next to him.
Right at him, and now he calls it when they get in the front court. The rule is, of course, only if you grab the player in the front court is it a breakaway, not in the back court. And that's why Paxson grabbed him immediately. So Johnny Bach is running the show for the Bulls. The game is tied at 77 and 5:19 left.
Correction, it was not a breakaway foul. It was a clear.
Oh, now it was not a breakaway foul.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, and now's a good time to tell him.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, can Phil come back?
No. Phil's been thrown out for no reason. Well, he still didn't call the foul until it was in the front court.
Yeah.
Then he messed up twice. Free throw Richardson, good.
Why is it a 2-shot foul if it's not a breakaway?
Well, they're over the limit. These are the 2 free throws.
Here's the 4-point play, James.
Yep, you're right. Minnesota with a 1-point lead and 5:19 left. The Orlando Magic already in with a win tonight at Cleveland. And Minnesota trying to duplicate it. 2 first-year teams in the NBA. Bulls down 1. Jordan off to the left with 5:10 remaining. Jordan doubled up out front. Dribbles out of it. Feeds it Paxson. Right corner jumper by Pax. Won't go. Gets his own rebound in the corner. Tries to save, but it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Minnesota Timberwolves, the ball, a 1-point lead and 4:55 left. Tony Campbell holding outside against Scottie Pippen. Richardson with it, 10 to shoot. Roth to the right, shoots over Neely, missing. Long rebound to Neely. Neely stayed home, and that's why he got that rebound. He didn't release. He stayed there to cut off Roth. Jordan feeding Pippen. Right baseline jumper. Scotty missed. Rebound Neely. Back to Pippen. Scotty takes another one. That was missed. Rebound on the floor and out of bounds to Minnesota or the Bulls. It goes to the Bulls with 4:25 remaining.
Scotty content to stay outside with his shot. Neely did some yeoman work in there getting the ball back twice for him.
Bulls are 0 for their last 9. Jordan out front. Launches a three. Good. All right. Michael Jordan puts the Bulls up 2. He's got 35. It's 80-78 Bulls with 4:10 left. Pippen a strip. He's got the dunk. Scotty Pippen came to life. Doubled up on Richardson. Stole the ball and stuffed it. The Bulls with 5 points in a hurry. They lead by 4. Richardson into the front court for Minnesota. Guarded by Paxson. Richardson out between the rings. Comes left to Corbin. Corbin drives Jordan baseline. Turnaround jumper. Banked it no good. Tip won't go. Pippen hustles for the loose ball. Ahead to Jordan. Michael on the drive. Scoop layup around and out. Rebound Roth. Minnesota back. Here comes Richardson through traffic into the front court. Richardson off to the right, guarded by Jordan. Richardson with 15 to shoot. Gets it to Roth in the right corner. Roth being guarded by Cartwright on the perimeter. Roth drives it in the lane. Kicks to Campbell for the layup. Great play. Tony Campbell the gimme. He's got 29. And the Timberwolves are within 2 with 3:15 left. Michael Jordan off to the left. Working around a Cartwright screen. Jordan dribbles out of the double team. Drives it across the lane. Shoots it up. No, but draws the foul. Jordan to shoot 2. That foul is on Scott Roth. That's his 3rd.
Musselman is taking a page out of that Sports Illustrated article by Detroit on how to guard Michael coming off the screen. They are sending Murphy and the guard and the Ty Corbin at Michael and forgetting about whoever the man is rolling to the hoop.
Jordan's free throw good. The Bulls lead by 3. Jordan with 36 points in the game. Played the entire second half last night. Scored 40 to help the Bulls upset Detroit. Now he has 37. The Bulls lead by 4 with 3 minutes left. Richardson brings it up. Paxson guarding him. Richardson comes left to Roth. He goes baseline on Neely. Roth comes out to Richardson. A 3 try on the way. Rimming, no. Tip try missing. Rebound Pippen and a loose ball foul on Scott Roth as he chopped the ball away from Scottie Pippen. I have him with 4. That's only their second team foul. 2:46 left to go in the game. Paxson brings it up for the Bulls. Gives it up to Scottie Pippen. Pippen in the front court to the right against Campbell. Outside Neely. Left side Paxson. 20-footer on the way. Got it. John Paxson, who has been hitting those big jumpers late in the game, hits another one, and the Bulls lead by 6. 2:28 left. Richardson angles off to the right for the Timberwolves. Standing dribble at the stripe against Paxson. Shot clock at 12. Richardson turning on the dribble. Campbell has it out front. 8 to shoot. Campbell against Jordan. Wide left is Roth. He drives Neely baseline and a foul on Ed Neely. Neely with his first foul. And to the line is Scott Roth to shoot 2. 1 for 1 tonight. He has 11 points in the game. He is 14 for 18 free throwing on the season. The lefty delivers. Short. He's getting a little tired.
He's played some big minutes.
He really has. He's logged heavy minutes.
And has been very instrumental, active in their offense, right?
Second one is good. Roth drops that one home. Roth with 12. The Bulls lead is 5. 2:10 remaining. Paxson in the front court against Richardson. Pax out to the left, hounded by Richardson. Shot clock at 15. Paxson gives to Neely, head of the key. Neely against Roth, now to Jordan. Michael turns at top of the circle, 8 to shoot. They double him. He goes baseline right, shoots out of the corner. Good. Oh, Jordan had about 5 Timberwolves draped on him, and he scored out of the corner. The Bulls go up by 7.
That was a major league superstar shot.
That was a great play by a great player. Here's Pippen tipping the ball loose to Cartwright, and Cartwright is fouled by Tony Campbell. They are not over the limit yet. That's the first in the last 2 minutes. Scottie Pippen who has been a no-show until the last 2 minutes.
Yeah,
he has
right.
really come to life. He stole the ball in a double team, led to a dunk. Now he gets his hand on a pass. He's trying to help the Bulls finish off a road win here tonight in Minnesota. Minute 30 remaining. Bulls up by 7. Pax on the drive right of the lane. Goes baseline and fires. He hit it. John Paxson from the right baseline. Chicago up 9. 1:25 left to go. Richardson takes it down the lane in traffic. Right side, he gives to Corbin. Corbin right of the lane, underneath Campbell, stripped away. Ball loose on the floor, still loose. Jordan digs it out. Here come the Bulls back left to right. Michael Jordan into the front court, slows it down. 1:07 remaining. 90-81 Chicago. 35,427 in silence now in the Metrodome. Jordan drives it to the hoop to the left. Reverse layup. Nobody draws the foul. Michael Jordan to shoot 2, and is he juiced right now?
He is so pumped. He just took some time off the clock. He looked over. He's been playing. You talk about Scott Rodham, the energy he expended on the offensive end. What about this guy, the defense? He came up with a steal in the back court there as they stripped Corbin of the ball, and then he went in on Corbin. Now he'll shoot 2 free throws. Michael's been perfect from the free throw line this evening.
39 points for him. 56.2 seconds left. There's 40. Jordan rolls out back-to-back 40s.
80. 80.
In 2 nights.
7 days a month. 80.
Second one is also in. So when the game was on the line, Superman delivered. 56 seconds left. Bill Musselman burns the timeout. It's the Bulls 92, Minnesota 81. We'll return after these messages on the Bulls Network.
Please remain in your seats for a spectacular...
People on hand here tonight. The home opener for the Timberwolves as the fans hope to see an upset. Michael Jordan made sure that didn't happen. The Bulls lead by 11 with 56.2 seconds left.
Michael Jordan was the hit man. 3 timeouts for the Bulls, plus a 20, 1 for Minnesota and a 20, but it's down to 56.2. The Bulls with a big lead here, and they've got to tend to business now and just come up with a rebound here.
Tyrone Corbin looks to inbound. He comes in to Pooh Richardson. Richardson against Paxson out front.
They're set for 3s.
But because they're so slow getting into their stuff using that time, that really works against them when they trail. Here's Campbell. He runs over Pippen, but a blocking foul called on Scottie Pippen. I have him with 5. Tony Campbell shoots 2 with 43 seconds left.
Now, you would assume if Campbell makes the 2 free throws with 35,427 here, knowing there will be pressure on the man taking the ball out of bounds. You would think.
You would think that. Tony Campbell. This is the free throw. I have him with 29 points in my book. This is free throw.
27, 28, 29. I got him with
30. How many free throws?
1, 2, 3, and 4 out of
7 now, right?
Yeah.
All right. 30 points for Campbell. His new career high is now 31. The Bulls lead is 10.
Here's the press.
Up court pass, tipped away. Pippen has it. Scottie angles off to the left.
No hurt.
Gives it up to Jordan.
No
35
hurt.
seconds left. Bulls are going to move to 3-1 and be in second place in the Central, and a foul called on West. Doug West to stop the clock. It'll put Michael Jordan on the free throw line where he has been perfect. 27.7 seconds left. In the fourth quarter, when it was on the line, the Bulls were 10 out of 18 from the field so far, and Minnesota was 5 of 15.
Michael had 12 points in this period, too.
13.
Here's
14.
He didn't miss anything here.
He doesn't miss many when the game's there to be won. He hits them both, and the Bulls lead by 12, and Musselman takes time with 27.7 seconds left. And we'll take it. It's the Bulls 94, Minnesota 82 on the Bulls Network. So the Bulls are 27.7 seconds away from winning their 3rd game of the season. They will improve their record to 3-1. But the cry around the NBA right now is break up the Indiana Pacers. I'll tell you what. John Bach finishing up tonight on the bench because Phil Jackson was thrown out in a play that confuses me. Yeah. The call was made by Joey Crawford that it was a breakaway foul when in reality the foul occurred in the back court. That's why we assumed Phil was arguing the call.
Yeah. Well,
then he gets thrown out. Then the call is made that says, oh, no, it wasn't a breakaway foul.
He got the technical foul. Then he applauded the technical foul, and that's when Joey threw him at the second.
Corbin inbounding to West. West lean in, shot right of the lane. No rebound. Loose. Cartwright has it off to Paxson. And with 20 seconds left, the Bulls do not have to shoot the ball. Jordan has it in the front court, out to the left, guarded by Richardson. 13 seconds left and a foul on Pooh Richardson.
This is just point time for Michael to put a couple points on his average. They're throwing it to him to hold. All he got, there's no way.
Bill Musselman doesn't have another timeout, does he? He's got a 20. How many uses it? 12.6 left. Jordan on the line, delivers the free throw.
Those coaches, they always say before the casket's going down, they say, don't close it, I got 120 left.
Michael Jordan hits them both. 45 points for Jordan. The Bulls lead by 14. Pooh Richardson nearly turns it over, and now he's fouled by Michael Jordan with 7.8 seconds left. Maybe Johnny Bach will pull him here so Michael can get a hand.
Michael has set the standard.
Here comes B.J. Armstrong. Michael Jordan coming out of the game with 45 points tonight.
He reached down inside the rings. Michael set a standard here tonight. That'll be something for the players to beat the rest of the time they come in here. The other 40 games, Michael's 45 points. So Pooh Richardson, who had a tough time putting points on the board, gets another one for himself.
10 points for him in the game. Until the NBA, absent from the Minneapolis-St. Paul area for 29 years, returns tonight with maybe the greatest player of all time. And he produces. Bulls have it in play. Pippen in the backcourt. 4 seconds left. Cartwright holding. Throws on ahead to Armstrong. And the ball game is over as the Chicago Bulls knock off the Minnesota Timberwolves in Minnesota's home opener. It's a 12-point verdict. It was a ugly win for the Bulls, but we said it would be after their emotional come-from-behind win last night at home against the Detroit Pistons. 96-84 the final. We'll recap from the Metrodome after these messages on the Bulls Network.